YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about the SCP Foundation. SCP, if you don't know what the SCP Foundation is, it is basically... So, the SCP Foundation contains anomalies, like Area 51 does anomalies, and keeps them like trophies. And then there's these Class D that researchers test on. So I'm gonna show you guys about the SCP Foundation, because I've wanted to do this for a while now, but I haven't been able to, because YouTube demonetizes my videos every time. Okay, so the first SCP we're gonna be learning about is SCP-173. They're called by numbers. So, let me find it. SCP-173, and we'll also look at the bad ones, too. Okay, here we are. SCP-173. Oh crap, one thing. But I want to go back to the main website. There we go. SCP-1... 173. This was 18 years ago. SCP-173, Object Class Euclid. So, Object Class is based on how hard it is to contain when it breaches, which is when it gets out of containment. Safe is the easiest to contain. Euclid is kinda hard to contain. Peter is just a beep hole of trying to contain anomalies. Item SCP-173 is to be kept in a locked container at all times. When personnel must enter SCP-173's container, no fewer than 3 may enter at a time, and the door is to be relocked behind them at all times. Two persons must maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 until all personnel have vacated and relocked the container. Moved to Site 19, 1993. The origin is yet unknown. It's constructed from concrete and rebar. Traces of colored brand spray paint, and is animate and extremely hostile. Blah, 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 blah. The reddish-brown substance on the floor is a combination of feces, poop, and blood. Origin of these materials is unknown. The enclosure must be cleaned on a bi-weekly basis. Okay, guys, time to learn about one of my favorite SCPs. That's actually pretty cute and it's friendly. SCP-999. Come on. This is 17 years old, so... SCP-999. SCP Object Clay. Safe. SCP-999 is allowed to roam freely around the facility, should it desire to, but otherwise it must stay in its pen between 8 and 9 p.m. for sleeping, or during an emergency lockdown for its own safety. Subject is not allowed out of its pen at night or off facility grounds at any time. Pen is to be kept clean, food replaced twice daily. All personnel are allowed inside SCP's 999's holding area, but only if they are not assigned to other tasks at the time, or if they are on break. Subject is to be played with when they're bored and spoken to in a calm, non-threatening tone. SCP-999 appears to be a large, amorphous, gelatinous mass of translucent orange slime, weighing about 54 kilograms, which is 120 pounds, with a consistency similar to that of peanut butter. Subject size and shape is easily malleable, which means you can shape it into different things. And don't mind my nose, it's all stuffy. And can change shape, and it will. Though at rest, SCP-999 becomes a rounded, oblate dome, roughly 2 meters and wide and 1 meter in height. The surface of SCP-999 consists of thin, transparent membrane similar to that of an animal cell, roughly 0.5 meters thick. And blah, 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 blah. So we've done a Euclid. We've done a safe. Now we're going to do a Keter. SCP 682. Oh. And peaceful original. SCP. Bruh. Also, we're playing on my new computer right now. We're not playing, we're reading, to be honest. Hard to destroy reptile. This is SCP-682. Shortly from escaping containment, still recovering from its acid immersion. SCP-682, Object Class, Keter. SCP-682 must be destroyed as soon as possible. At this time, no means available to SCP teams are capable of destroying SCP-682, only able to cause massive physical damage. SCP-682 should be contained. If you're having a hard time keeping up with me, you can slow this video down. Should be contained within a 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 meter chamber with 24 reinforced acid-resistant steel plate lining. All inside surfaces, the containment chamber should be filled with hydrochloric acid until SCP-682 is submerged and incapacitated. Any attempts of 682 to move, speak, or breach containment should be reacted to quickly and with full force as called by the circumstances. Personnel are forbidden to speak to SCP-682 for fear of provoking a rage state. All unauthorized personnel attempting to communicate to SCP-682 will be restrained and removed by force. Due to its frequent attempts at containment breach, difficulty of containment and incapacitation, and high threat of the Foundation exposure, SCP-682 is to be contained inside redacted, which means they don't want the public knowing about this. But remember, everyone, this is all fake. Nothing here is real. The Foundation will use the best of its resources to maintain all land within 50 kilometers clear of the human development. SCP-682 is a large reptile-like creature of unknown origin and appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with SCP-0779 during their limited time of exposure. SCP-682 appears to have a hatred of all life, which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. See Alderdub 682-B. Yeah. So it's a hard to destroy reptile that they just want to destroy. And they have tried nuking it, didn't work, so yeah. So we're going to learn about a group of interest. So it's not just the SCP Foundation here. We have mobile task forces. But before we learn anything else about the SCP Foundation, we're going to be learning about the Chaos Insurgency. Why can I not spell anything today? Oh wait, I forgot we can just click. Wait, where's GOC? GOI. GOI. Wrong thing. Okay, let's do GOI. The Chaos Insurgency. Come on. The Chaos Insurgency. Wait. Groups of interest. Okay, let's learn about the GOC first. Global Occult Coalition. The Global Occult Coalition. Where's the Global Occult Coalition? GRU Division P, the Global Occult Coalition. The Global Occult Coalition. From the desk from Undersecretary General. Welcome SCP-049, SCP Fund 05-1. We'll learn about 05s. You are here because you want to know more, whether you're a Physics Division recruit, part of one of our 108 member organizations, an outsider, or simply concerned civilian. You're here because you've been touched by the ongoing struggle and blah blah blah. This is their logo. Right here. You can screenshot that if you want to make that your background, but that's their logo right there. So, the GOCs, basically, um, what the GOC... Oh, here, mission. Our mission, to keep peace and maintain friendly relations between occult organizations, protect humanity against all threats, paranormal, parascientific, and paratemporal, and take action required to ensure all survival of the human race, blah, 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 blah. First mission, survival. Second mission, concealment. Third mission, protection. Fourth mission, destruction. Fifth mission, educations. Bro. Then we're going to learn about the mobile task forces, which is... And if you want to know more about the SCP Foundation, just look up the SCP Wiki on Google or really anything browser-wise. Okay, so we're going to learn about... Now we're going to learn about MTF, also stands for Mobile Task Force. Time to learn about the mobile task forces. I've already learned all about all these. Mobile task forces, MTFs, are elite units composed of personnel drawn from across the Foundation and are mobilized to deal with specific threats or situations, sometimes exceed the operational capacity or expertise of regular field personnel, and as their name suggests, they may be relocated between facility or locations as they are needed. Mobile Task Force personnel represent the best of the Foundation. We're starting with the first one, Alpha 1, Red Right Hand. Mobile Task Force Alpha 1 is the task force that reports directly to the O5 Council. Oh, shoot. Need to tell you guys about the O5. The O5 orientation. Something. So basically, the O5s here, the O5s for the Foundation, are the high-ranking staff and the commanders. Basically, the commander-in-chiefs. Some say 13, but there's actually 12. So that's what MTF, Red Right Hand, protects them, and does contain mobile task forces. Next one, we got MTF Alpha 4, Pony Express. Mobile Task Force Alpha 4 consists primarily of personnel trained to act as undercover employees and specialize in tracking, interception, and securing anomalous objects sent through postal mail and stuff. Alpha 9 Last Hope, training and utilization of humanoid SCPs. Listen to me right now. Alpha 9 uses SCPs that's why they're called Last Hope. Objects in the field Mobile Task Force Alpha 9 Last Hope resurrects the original premise of Mobile Task Force Omega 7. Beta 1, the cauterizers, and if you want to read all these, you could pause the video and read them. But we're going to do the ones that are really used a lot and mentioned. Epsilon 9, Mobile Task Force, Epsilon 9 specializes in the use of incendiary weapons and operations in high-temperature environments. Epsilon 9, the Fire Eaters. Oh, here we are, Epsilon 11, designated the Nine-Tailed Fox. Omega Mobile Task Force Epsilon 11 handles internal security for the SCP Foundation. Under oversight from MTF Alpha 1, they are a special ops force deployed to the sites when their standard protocols fail and there are multiple breaches imminent. As such, most of their operations are classified. You don't need to know much about these ones. Yes. ETA 10, See No Evil. Mobile Task Force ETA 10 specializes in the investigation, acquisition, and initial containment of anomaly objects or entities exhibiting visual cognito hazards, visual mimetic agents, or otherwise required indirect or alternative observation in order to safely handle. You don't need to know about that one, really. You can, if you really want to read of it. Angle grinders, don't look at that word. White rabbits. Maxwell's demon. Mobile Task Force Mu-0 specializes in containing demons or demonology-related anomalies. Debuggers. Yes, Mu-13. If you watch the Ghostbusters movie, this is basically them, but SCP. Mobile Task Force Mu-13 specializes in the tracking and analysis and containment of incorporeal or intelligible manifestations and entities, particularly those believed to be sentient, sapient, or otherwise intelligent and adaptive. Give me a sec. Okay, I had to clip the video there because my mom came in to talk about dinner. MTF New 7, Hammer Down, Mobile Task Force. New 7 is a battalion strength task force consisting of 3 company-sized elements: Special Operation Infantry Forces, a light armored vehicle company, a tank platoon, a helicopter squadron, a chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear CVRN platoon, combat engineer platoon, nuclear weapon specialist NWS squad, plus additional combat specialist and support personnel. AMTF New 7 is primarily based out of Armed Bio Containment Area 14 and is tasked with responding to incident involving loss of communication with major Foundation facilities under circumstances when a site-wide breach, enemy compromise, or similarly catastrophic event is suspected. That one doesn't really matter. That one doesn't really matter. That one doesn't really matter. Valkyries, Aerial Mobile Task Force Sigma 9 is a small unit providing air support for ground operations or combat against aerial anomalies. MTF Tayu-5, Samsara, immortal cyborg clones from the flesh of a dead god. Mobile Task Force Tayu-5, Samsara utilizes hysterical and experimental Foundation weaponry to investigate and contain thaumagic and psionic threats. Tayu 9, the bookworms. Epsilon 4, Epsilon. That was funny. If you want to read that, I'm just going to leave this here for a second. Okay, you can read that if you were there. If you read it. Omega 1 Law's Left Hand. Mobile Task Force Omega 1 are empowered to remove or execute high-ranking Foundation personnel that are determined to be acting unethically. Only answers to the Ethics Committee as their counterpart to O5's command, Red Right Hand. There's one more that you guys probably want to see. Where is it? Did I pass it? It's funny. I think I did up here. Oh, right here. MTF Alpha 45, the janitors. Mobile Task Force Alpha 45 specialize in conduct cleanup and repair following destructive missions by other task forces. Yes, that is basically all the mobile task forces that you need to learn. And we're going to learn about the ethics committee now before I show you a game on it. Okay, so we're going to looking at the foundation departments. We're starting with the O5 Council, Ethics Committee, and RISA, Record Keeping and Information Security Administration. Well, the O5 Council decide what is safe, okay? The Ethics Committee determines what is ethical, although Foundation takes a pragmatic approach to moral quandaries. The Ethics Committee ensures only necessary sacrifices are made, and the most ethical option is always chosen. Foundation personnel should be aware that the Ethics Committee is observing, evaluating, and passing judgment. The O5 Council. The O5 Council, also known as the Council of Overseers or Overwatch Command, the highest authority within the SCP Foundation. The Council members have a level 5 security clearance, giving them unredacted access to the entire SCP database. While uninvolved in routine matters and deliberately separating from any contact with anomalies, O5 Council members do choose to intervene in when their word is final. The exact number, identities, and roles of O5 Council is strictly classified. Record keeping and information security over... Yeah, you can read that if you want to. Wait. That. Alchemy department, basically just research. You can read that if you want. You can read that if you want. I gotta keep this video short. You can read these if you want. Where's that one? The SCP Foundation. The Foundation. Okay, so now that we've done a little bit of that, was what my main stuff was for today, I think I'm gonna show you some games on the SCP. I'm gonna have to cut this music out, but it's amazing. No, I want Roblox. I might not. I might keep it. I don't think it's copyrighted. Why are you launching Xbox? I want Roblox. Let me into Roblox. Died. We'll jam out for a second here. Oh wait, you guys can't hear it because I turned off my speakers. So you won't hear anything coming from my speakers. 23 minutes in. You just gotta give it a minute. This is the SCP logo spinning around on my screen. Kinda looks like a gas mask to me. Don't know why. Just does. I'll be right back, you guys. Roblox on. Got myself a cosmic brownie. Is Jack online? Jack, you online? Nope. Let's start off with SCP roleplay. So, Class D, Class D here are basically, well, they're prisoners that got sent, were on death row, and some dude in a white coat came up and grabbed them, and then now they're here. Now I'm assistant or head researcher on here on scientific department, but this is me on scientific department. Okay, so we got security department here. This is an STF, stationary task force. They are usually armed with a PDW 28, which is a P90 basically. A level 4 keycard depending on what rank you are. A pistol, a radio, and bat. I'm a captain. We're moving on to MTF teams. First one, we have New 7. Hammer Down. They're upgraded with NVGs, night vision goggles, and bulletproof armor. M16A4, if you're upgraded. This is Beta 7. Beta 7 handles the recontainment of diseases, like, I'll show you those later. SCP or Mobile Task Force Epsilon 11 is Nine-Tailed Fox. I talked about it earlier. Rewind if you need a reminder. And Alpha 1. In this game, this costs a Robux. So yeah. Intelligence Agency, Internal Security Department, Rapid Response Team, Chaos Insurgency, which is hostile to the Foundation, Medical Department, and Administrative Department. You got all that? Okay. Oh wait, I wanted to show you guys the SCPs. Bruh. Also, this is Taiyu 5. It's like 1,000 Robux to get this. Ah, yes, SCP-087. The Stairs That Never End. Lock 1. Electromagnetic Door. Oh, wait, I gotta hit these locks. There it is. Rocking around the endless stairs at the Christmas party hop. Hey, what happens if I jump down there? 5. Well, pick up the pace limiter. Well, in this game, no one has actually made it to the end of these. What the fuck was that? Bro, I just jumped so hard. You heard that too, right? You heard the crying? SCP-049 is a plague doctor. You wanna go in there? He is Euclid, but he doesn't attack. I don't No, you're not helping me, doctor. Bruh, just I sense the pest. So this dude talks about like the pestilence, which we think is the plague, like the black plague or whatever that stuff was called. So yeah, that tram system goes up there. That's why that's open. 079, you can actually talk to this dude. We come down here. He's basically just an old computer. Hi. Say hi. He basically just said hi, so we're just gonna go leave. I have my sound off because this game has music and stuff, so I don't want you guys to hear it, so don't get copyrighted. This is SCP-096. Usually in most games you need scramble goggles, which block out his face. SCP-096 does not like people looking at his face. Even if you look at his face in a picture, he will come snap your limbs off. He also makes that noise. See it? There he is. He's like, I don't want to know what to call it. You better stay in there. That's the biohazard subsector. We'll go down there in a minute. This is 966. Basically, just ghosts. There he is. 076 is, the agent of death. 002 is the living room. When I say living room, I mean the living room. Bro, I wish you could see better. That's what it looks like. It's just a ball of flesh with a door and DNA flesh stuff furniture in it. It's gross. "106 is an old man. He is covered in acid. We're not going to see him because I don't want to breach him. But we are going to look at 457. Shield window shutters. Here we are. Here we go. There he is. See him in there? He's Flame Guy. Now we're going to go to the more friendly. Also, if you made it this far in the video, type rotten eggs in the comment section if it works. Because sometimes YouTube likes to get rid of my comments. 938, I don't even know how that works. I'll have to read more about it. We're going into Sector 2, which has some anomalies. And this is not what 173 looks like in every game. You can go to different ones and he looks different. But this is the one, if you stop looking at it, he will come after you and kill you. You can see him down there. He poo-pooed. He poo-pooed. Bro poo-pooed. Bro literally poo-pooed. He needs a diaper. He literally needs a diaper. O66 is a wool with eyeballs. That. It flies around. I'll show you how chaotic it is in a public server in just a minute. Bathroom. Breach and blast shelter. This one is it turns gray whenever you block the shadow light on it. It's time to take a bath, $12.99. It's a Euclid class SCP. If you get into it, a ghost will hold you down. $29.50 is just another chair. It's not. Sector 1's down there. Ah, yes, SCP-999, your favorite pet. Aw, look at him. Look at him. I'm gonna pet him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my god, it's like my dog. It's overly attached to me. Like, if you get close to it, now it'll follow you. Like, literally, it follows you everywhere. As long as a door doesn't close on it behind you, it follows you. Come on, little buddy. You coming? Did I ever say he's really slow? He makes trails in his slime. Also, because I have a Euclid membership to this game, you guys can't hear, but I have a boombox here. SCP-131, what could be friendlier? These things. The iPod, they look like bunions. They stare at you, and just like 999, they will follow you. So the point of these little guys here is because they have eyeballs, they will always stare at 173, because if you stop looking at SCP-173, he will snap your neck and move at the speed of light. And that sounds so much fun. And that's basically everything. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, or if you're watching this on a different day, I hope you have a great day. And I will see y'all in the next video. See ya!